The hottest pop culture stories of the day, like Sydney Sweeney is dating Scooter Braun, ? Plus, the Swifties were right. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
And there's a lot of speculation when Sydney Sweeney walks with anybody. This is another example of the internet seeing a pretty girl walk with a human being and saying they're together. Sydney Sweeney and Sabrina Carpenter have this awful curse that any man who is remotely either single, looks single, or honestly just ready to mingle will be associated with them. Right now, we've got some clips coming out of the Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez wedding in June, including a video of Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun walking with each other.
Whoa, they're definitely having sex.
They are definitely getting it in. I don't like me.
Too visual.
There's no PDA. There's literally nothing. But I'm telling you, when you sign on, because I read about 30 of these insane sites a day, and the first headline on everybody is Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun, ? And I'm like, it's all based off the fact that after their wedding, when they were like corralled somewhere, they happened to be walking together.
This is not only based on that, though.
What else you got?
A source, in fact, multiple sources with direct knowledge, you know what that means.
Yeah.
Tell TMZ. TMZ is running with this.
Wait, what?
There's a story from from today at 12:30, it'd be 10:30 our time. Scooter Braun, Sydney Sweeney, it's official. They're in a, quote, situationship. But the new couple, according to direct knowledge, sources of direct knowledge, say that the two are, in fact, dating.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're telling me this isn't just Britney's Perez Hilton, Celebici, and Radar Online of it all.
This isn't just her happen to be standing next to Machine Gun Kelly. Are they dating? This is TMZ with direct sources.
So I saw this yesterday on TMZ, and that's when I was like, okay, I will say this. There's a reason they put situationship. Because they're not liable for anything if it's that vague. Because aren't we all in a situationship? So I agree with you that there's more there because TMZ picked it up. But saying situationship is definitely an umbrella because they're sitting there going, we can't say it's this, we can't say it's this. We can say situationship.
According to one source, Sydney has just ended a relationship and she's doing what women in their 20s do. She's dating.
Yeah.
So again, they're saying she's dating.
But that's also a source that you could just say that. Like, I don't.
Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ. When they do that, that's not.
No. I'm just saying that quote means literally nothing. Like, she broke up with a human and she's dating. It didn't even say in that quote, she's dating Scooter Braun.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I take it as, listen, we can't use the word relationship because they've only been on 2 dates. But there's something going on here, and we figured all of you would click on this.
Definitely.
So here it is.
Here it is with a situationship.
Ooh.
This is the problem. We have to clarify what Radar Online is saying and what TMZ is saying because there are very different stories. And this one is actually TMZ is running with it.
Yeah.
And misplaced quotes.
Yes.
Don't forget about that. Sydney Sweeney, quote, big boobs, unquote. You know, like, okay, cool.
Sydney Sweeney letting herself go, says friends who, when she was wearing sweatpants.
After breaking up with situationship partner, potentially Leonardo DiCaprio, they were walking together, end quote.
End quote.
What?
Radar Online, you're crazy for that.
I saw that you'd put this in the grid today, Brittany, and I got so excited because I thought maybe, just maybe, this is a legit, wow, this is where she's really going, because we've been speculating on Sydney Sweeney's love life forever. And it's not just us.
Yeah.
She's just photographed with a lot of very famous men, and we're all like, I don't know, single and ready to mingle. This, I don't want to say I'm disappointed in you because it's not you that I feel that way about. Maybe it's me. Am I disappointed in myself that I got excited?
I don't know. I think you should be mad at all of us.
Including TMZ.
Because I read it this weekend and I was like, how? What? Scooter Braun? Oh, like, all right. Do you? And then I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not saying that there's nothing here, but it's definitely a curse. I mean, I don't know how many headlines we get when somebody stand next to anybody. I mean, remember who was Orlando Bloom talking to? Oh yeah, Sydney Sweeney. Tom Brady was also linked with her. Mm-hmm. It's
Leo
a curse.
At the wedding.
It's a curse. I think it's the curse of being single and one of the hottest like women in Hollywood right now.
Oh, for sure. Also, though, interesting that that's the name she's getting, like, that she'd want to get linked with. I don't know. Scooter Braun doesn't exactly have the rap and the rep that you're like he's been trying recently with all the Justin Bieber conversations we've been having about like Justin Bieber's well-being. He's been really trying to get his name out as the guy who, by the way, I tried to help him for years and he did owe me a lot of money and I'm not even being mean about it. He actually owed me more money than he thought he did. And I was like, it's okay. And then Taylor Swift gets her albums back, her, what are they called?
Masters.
Thank you. Her masters back. And he's like very happy for Taylor. Just puts out this kind of simple statement about it. He's trying everything he can to come back as being a good guy in Hollywood. Yeah. And it's still not really hitting. I know. Obviously she's someone who doesn't care what people think about her.
No. And like at the end of the day, he's cute. Yeah. He's a bajillionaire.
Is he cute? I gotta look at a picture.
I mean, I'm saying that like as
a nice person.
No, I mean, he's fine. He's cute. He's cute. He's not uncute. Does that make sense? Like as far as
uncute.
As far as a bajillionaire goes, I'm sure that he does fine in that percentile, right?
I don't know. He gives Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, but like that's a look. You know what I mean?
Okay, this is
don't ever take that hat off. Leave that hat on.
Yes, leave the hat on. Yes.
With the hat on.
Yes. But again, I can't stress enough. Like
he's worth in excess of $1 billion.
Yeah, in this demographic, he's probably one of the hottest men.
You're not wrong there.
Thank you. That's why I'm like my bar is a little bit lower for him.
Like when it comes to billionaires, most of them are pushing 80.
Yeah,
so it's like
you shouldn't be one before you're 80. I mean, you shouldn't be one. I guess ever. I don't know. That's even a hot take. I don't even care. But like, yeah, I would have to say. If that's
hot for a billionaire.
He's hot. That should be our next year's shirt. I'm hot for a billionaire.
Hey guys, average, not even up there with anybody. Like you would never give me a second look at a bar of men.
No.
But for a billionaire, super fine.
I'm fine for a billionaire.
Oh God. Hey, Swifties of the world. Unite and rejoice. Y'all in your crazy unhinged theory about Taylor Swift's hair in her engagement photos might not have been so unhinged after all. What am I talking about? In the engagement photos that Travis and Taylor put out there last week for their new engagement, Swifties were trying to speculate, like, when did the actual engagement happen? Clearly not that day. It was sometime in the past, but was it before or after the New Heights podcast taping? A couple of Swifties zoomed in real tight on Taylor's hair, and it looked like she had little lines around her hair like Brittany or I would have right now from our headphones. It seemed a little unhinged, but like not that crazy. Turns out, according to like multiple sources, so again, sources, that indeed it was that day. Travis had been planning this. He wanted to put together this beautiful secret garden for her. He knew that she'd be hair and makeup ready. Thank you, my man, for thinking of your woman that way, because you know those pictures are going everywhere.
Right.
And he was like, I want to do it when I know she's going to be ready, but it's still going to be a surprise. So they recorded the New Heights podcast. And then he allegedly had the engagement after that. Like they changed, got ready. We're going to go out to dinner and voila, beautiful engagement ceremony instead.
That makes so much sense, right? Like you wouldn't want to be going to a place of make sure you put makeup on tonight, honey. Because like that would either A, give it away or B, you sound like an a-hole. Right? You hideous woman, Taylor Swift, put some makeup on.
Right?
I think that makes so much sense that it would be like, hey, yeah, let's get changed and go to a restaurant and it be there.
Men, take notes. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to give it away, but you know everything's on social media these days. Your girl is going to want to post about it if you're going to have a photographer there. Mm-hmm. Make sure her nails are did.
Yeah.
Her makeup, her hair, her fit is cute. Come up with a ruse. Something like this so that it looks good. I'm sorry. I was camping.
Yeah.
But my husband did say, we maybe could take like Christmas card photos today. So I tried a little bit.
That's smart.
And he knew my nails would be done because I had a wedding like that weekend.
Yeah.
So he thought about it and I appreciated that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I do think it's worth bad photos to not ruin the surprise. Like for some guy to be like to me, you should get your nails done. I'd go, why? Why? Like I'm literally planning to dig through dirt today. So
like, it's not her vibe to like have her nails done
what I'm saying.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't go out of your way. I'm just as like a PSA, as somebody who's a little more cash, I would definitely lean towards don't ruin the surprise. But there are ways you could be like, ask her sister to go, hey, I want to get our nails done at this new place. Can I take you?
There are ways.
There are ways. But also, I can sniff through anything. So.
I am of the... Did I have a vague, maybe possible idea that Jordan was probably going to propose when he told me that we could be taking Christmas card photos?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As a man
if he wouldn't have told me, I would have been livid.
As a man who has he thus far ever planned a Christmas photo?
No.
Before or after?
No.
No, okay. Just wondering, just for the masses.
It's just a thing. Like maybe I kind of knew too, and maybe I went, it's fun.
Okay, we got to talk about Josh Duhamel. Josh Duhamel is living what us Minnesotans think a fabulous life. Other people are concerned. He's posting about his, quote, doomsday cabin in Minnesota. As we know that he bought some land in the deep woods of Minnesota, and he claims that it is his doomsday cabin. Last Saturday, he gave an update on how well off the grid life has been, and he said that, I think I finally have enough wood, and he posted a picture of the woods. It looks lovely. Mm-hmm. The point is, the internet's so concerned because they're like, I'm sorry, what do you mean? The idea of like, it just cracked me up where I go, what a different world. Like we see that and go, oh, he's having a great time at his cabin home or his like rustic home.
He's like a northern man.
Yeah, he's literally one of us. And the whole internet's like, oh God, how long is he going to be hunkering down there? How intense will it be? It's like, no, like that's part of the, hey, world. That's like part of like the thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I live in a home that it requires no cutting of wood. I live in a metro state. But I have to say, there is a whole sector of Minnesotans who pay extra, like another mortgage, so they can go do these things. They can cosplay as northern humans.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if people are like, oh my God, but how will they film next season of Ransom Canyon? I'm just kidding. Literally no one's thinking that because that show is terrible.
I was like, I had respect for those people for a second. I was like, they might exist.
I tried to be one of them. I really did. And I was like, Josh Duhamel, like, I really like you. I like that you're a man of the woods. What the hell is this crap?
Yeah.
What is this baloney? What did you put together here? It's like Yellowstone met like the Walmart half price shelf items and they made a baby and that's the show.
Yeah. He talked about it that people want to call it doomsday prepper thing, but it's really not that. I'm really just a guy who wants to stay true to my roots, get back to the basics, hone whatever basic skills I need. And it's like, yeah, we all know those people. I would say half Minnesotans are those people who like want to walk in both worlds. Mm-hmm. And it's fine.
I even knew people in my hometown, which is not that far out of the cities. We're only an hour outside. Not that small. It was like 15,000. Who'd also had homes that they heated with, it wasn't like a wood burning fire, but essentially that's how you heated your home was through firewood.
Yeah.
And it was very normal. It was just like, well, we live out in the country. Why wouldn't we just do this?
Yeah.
So same vibes.
Totally. So he's okay, guys. He's doing that thing where you like turn your phone off and pretend like you need wood to survive. Mm-hmm. He really doesn't. He probably has in-floor heating, but like just in case.
Hollywood, don't be weird, okay?
Don't make it all weird. Don't make him seem so more dramatic than he is.
Also, don't make all of us feel weird that we're like, no, that's totally normal.
Like we cosplay in plaid all the time.
God. Best relationship advice you've ever gotten from your mom was probably something along the lines of like, hey, make sure that you find someone who loves you. Hey, make sure you find someone who treats you like an equal. That wasn't the case for Miley Cyrus or Brandy Cyrus or Noah Cyrus. In fact, Tish Cyrus said, you should actually stay with the wrong guy because they're hot. That was the favorite thing that I got out of this article. The Cut did a spread with all four of the Cyrus women. It's awesome. It's super funny. It's like what's on their playlist. What do you know about this, about each other? And you can just see the way it's written is all in quotes from each of them. And you can just see the banter happening if you grew up in a family with women. Like, This is how it is. So they ask what they've had to learn along the way. And Miley said, Mom always wanted me to stay with the wrong guy because they're hot. Noah was like, honestly, same. Like, it was an issue for me for a really long time. And Tish said, well, that was great advice. Because after so many years, if you're kind of over it, at least you're like, at least they're friggin' hot. And I'm like, Tish, that's still crap. Like, she's standing in her truth. She's like, no, you guys, at least they're hot. At least even if they suck, 10 years down the line, you still want to make out with them and have sex with them.
It is awful advice, right? Like, I think it's awful advice.
But like, is it?
Is it though? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't really have a leg to stand on.
Just like, part of me hears her.
And did they bring up the elephant in the room?
I know.
The idea that man that Noah stayed with for so long is now married to Tish?
It got brought up. Thank you for asking.
They did bring that up. Lovely.
So they went on and talked about how both Miley and Noah were like, yeah, we really like ruined our lives almost a few times because of this advice, Mom. Thanks so much. And Miley's like, no, the person I'm with now means a lot to me, treats me well. I feel like that should have been your number one thing, but like that wasn't even in your top three. It was like, well, is he tall? Is he hot? Does he have money?
It makes so much sense why she ended up with Billy Ray.
Right? And the oldest sister, Brandy's like, well, I mean, it kind of worked out for me. My man's hot as hell, so it's fine. So they like go on back and forth about that. And then Miley says, my mom's hot too, but like Mom has evolved because she found someone that's hot and respects her. And that's when they were talking about Dominic Purcell, her now husband since 2023, who, yes, also may or may not have been in a relationship with her youngest daughter, Noah.
Did they bring it up?
It kind of slides after that. Like they talk about him, about how like, yes, she can say that this works out because it's still working out for her.
Yeah.
But Noah doesn't really chime in until the next question again.
Oh,
it's not like it, and it doesn't. I wish I could listen to the audio of it.
Me too. Or
our
the
camera.
Video.
Yeah. But it does get brought up.
Yikes.
Dang-a-lang.
They also talked about how within the same conversation, Miley was like, but my mom, they were talking about Party in the USA. I don't know the full backstory here, but Tish, after this conversation, was like, I know a hit when I hear a hit. And Miley's like, yeah, but Mom, you don't really have the follow through to always get it done. She goes, okay, look at the numbers on Party in the USA. I knew that was going to be a huge hit. I really pushed for it, et cetera, et cetera. And arguably, that is probably one of Miley's biggest moneymakers still. Like, that song is on all the time.
Yeah, right.
And then they talk about how she's like, well, sometimes my managing wasn't great because I was smoking a lot of weed back then. And they talk about she was such a stoner and how then she stopped smoking weed and they had to change their podcast name from Sorry We're Stoned to Sorry We're Cyrus. It's the funniest article.
It is so fun. I mean, I'm just telling you, their family, you can take the family out of the trailer park. I cannot stress enough. Like, they're so funny. I mean, Tish is so honest and funny. It's disgusting. I love it.
Yeah. They're something else.
And they're all together, right? Because it was all the sisters, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it was Brandy, Miley, and Noah, and then their mom, Tish. But I'm even just looking at this, just talking to you guys, and the amount of back and forth, and like you pick up a random word, like the song Christmas. Next quote is something about booty shorts. Next that is Akon's song Smack That on the Floor. Like you're like, where was this conversation? What was happening? Do I love them?
Yes.
Do I want to hang out with them? Probably.
Yes. They're fun. Like, you can say a lot of things, but like about the Cyruses, but they're having fun. They're laughing. They love big, they fight big, and they somehow always make it back to each other. I mean, thank Elizabeth Hurley for this.
I was going to say, because last week, let's not forget, Miley wrote a song for her dad's birthday and sent it to her. So, like, it seems like everyone's kind of on the same page. They're all good.
They should have invited
Elizabeth Hurley's.
They should have invited Elizabeth Hurley.
And Tish. I mean, Tish should be involved in all things but Billy. Why not at this point?
Why not?
Why not?
It's love.
Okay, Howard Stearns. We've got... He will not be back on his Sirius XM show this Tuesday today, as he previously promised following summer break. The 71-year-old shock jock announced that he would not return in an email penned to his 95 employees. Also, 95 employees. That's impressive.
I know, right?
On Labor Day evening, which came out of the blue, but was carefully worded and not in order to not create panic. So as we know, Sturm's mammoth $500 million 5-year contract with Sirius expires at the end of this year's, which would end his 20-year run since he moved to the channel in 2006. We had a lot of conversations around, would Sirius XM pick him up again, or would he go elsewhere? And the conversations have kind of leaned towards Sirius is probably not going to give him, especially not more money on top of that. I don't know what their return on investment was like with their last contract, but it doesn't feel like they are really doubling down on this man. He said, it rips my heart out. I don't want my mom to be uncomfortable. I just want to fix her. He was talking about in 2022. I'm sorry, talking about his ailing health of his mom. Sorry, I skipped around. But yeah, there's a lot of conversations around what is going on with him and why he made this move. He's frustrated for sure over the new contract that these had been negotiating as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no way Sirius is going to pay him the money that they were able to pay him in the past. $500 million for a gig in the podcast world. Yeah, you can make a ton of money, but like you just can't make that kind of money anymore with doing that when there's so many different options for people to listen to. Like he used to just hold Sirius XM up. I would argue that when they came out and people were not that interested, remember when you get in a car and it'd be like, here's your 1 month subscription to Sirius X, and you'd be like, I don't give a what is this? No, like I'm either going to listen to the radio or I'm going to listen on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever. He held them up. He was worth that money. He could say, look at what you are getting from me.
Yes.
And
I don't think you could do that now.
Well, and plus the fact we know where that money went. Mm-hmm. Unwell just got a $125 million deal with Sirius last year.
Yeah.
So a huge chunk of money that was going to be going to or potentially towards Howard Stern. That money's now allocated to Call Her Daddy and Unwell and Alex Cooper. Mm-hmm. So it makes a lot of sense that it's like, oh, we're going to go where the ball's going, not necessarily where it's been. All respect to Howard Stern.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to land somewhere.
He's going to
make a ton of money doing it.
Exactly. And honestly, if you streamline some of the things and like get a little bit more bare bones with some of the stuff, he's still going to make the same amount of money and create the same content. I mean,
Netflix is going to, if it's Netflix or whoever, someone's going to back their truck up and get Howard Stern for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That's absolutely going to happen.
I don't think we're going to need to do a GoFundMe for Howard Stern anytime soon.
I'm curious if he shows up tomorrow. I mean, he alluded to this being a family emergency. Nobody's really buying it.
Yeah.
If he shows up tomorrow, people might go, okay, maybe. But if he doesn't, cat's out of the bag. This isn't news then. It's not a family emergency. This is a personal emergency. I don't want to sign this contract. What am I going to do? How am I going to play hard with them?
Have you ever been with somebody whose contract is ending and they're wheeling and dealing? Like, have you ever been on a show with somebody who plays games?
A little bit.
Because I have, and it's hilarious. All of a sudden, the sick days are coming. All of a sudden, we've got to change things up. All of a sudden, It is so enthralling.
It's so different. I mean, news contracts are just a different beast, right? Like it's every 2 years. They're not these $500 million contracts.
Yeah.
They're like normal people.
And I guess like news too is really interesting because especially locally here, they don't really hang their hats on the name. But a lot of morning shows back in the day in radio was that person's name.
I'd argue they still have a ton of leverage with who they are.
I'm not saying they don't, but I mean, like, it's not like they don't call it that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, leverage is for sure. But it's just interesting because, like, back in the day, it was like the Mike Ganger show for radio. You know, it wasn't the morning show. It was the, this
so-and-so show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's wild. It's Howard Stern, if you are there tomorrow, we believe you. If you are not there on Wednesday, September 3rd, we don't believe you. There was no family illness.
We'll find out. Real quickly, Post Malone is running around wild. He brought a horse to his debut on his fashion show in Paris, looking like $1 million. He's still in his Western era. And it was pretty cute that he pulled out this horse look for the runway. It was gorgeous.
I'm just like,
I know.
Posty, who is this man?
I don't know.
Who is this tattooed Bud Light drinking, chain smoking man on a horse doing runway?
I just won we were playing a trivia game and I got always tired, right? Because that was the question on what he's tattooed under his eyes.
Yeah.
Take that, Cousin Susan.
Take that.
If you love Hot to Go, and I know you do, please like, subscribe, comment, share to a bestie. We'd love you to do it.